Hello, Representative Derek Kilmer here, welcoming you to another edition of Ask Derek. This is my video series where I get to open up my mail and answer a question or two from folks back home. Now, Neil and Norma in Tacoma recently wrote in and urged Congress to strengthen the Pell Grant program and not to weaken it. As someone who wouldn't have been able to go to college without the support of my community, affordable access to quality education is one of my biggest priorities. Too many Americans feel the sticker shock of pricey textbooks and rising tuition and rocketing housing costs. In fact, it's quite likely that right now either you or someone in your family or someone you know is worried about the cost of college education and student loan debt, because 40% of 20-somethings are in the process of paying back student loans, and more than 40 million Americans are burdened by at least some student debt. Student loan debt surpasses credit card debt and nearly every other type of household debt, with the exception of debt from home mortgages. High school kids are worried that costs will make it impossible to continue their education. College students are worried whether job prospects after graduation will measure up to their debt burdens. And parents are worried as they see their kids forced to move back into the family home at a rate America hasn't seen in 4 decades. And a lot of people are worried about the dreams that they could have pursued without that debt burden, buying a car, starting a business. The reality is this: we need to educate a 21st century workforce, but without the certainty of jobs, affordable housing, and manageable debt, the next generation of students has a problem. An ever-increasing price tag and fewer resources to cover the costs. That'll lock up the door of educational opportunity. Now, one important factor that's contributed to this problem is the diminishing purchasing power of grant-based financial aid, and specifically Pell Grants. As Neil and Norma mentioned, Pell Grants are important. They've been used by millions of families in need of financial support to go to college and finish with a degree. Now, unfortunately, this key tool has gotten a little rusty. Catch this: in 1975, a student using Pell Grants at a 4-year public university would see that award cover roughly 2/3 of the cost of attendance. In 2015, it covered about 30%, and it's projected to go even lower. While not solely responsible for the spike in student debt, the failure to strengthen the Pell Grant program has exacerbated the problem. And with that in mind, it's time for Congress to take action to restore the power of Pell Grants. Unfortunately, you've seen proposals in the appropriations process here in Congress to actually cut Pell Grants. That would hurt students, and it would hurt their families. Now, in contrast, I'm pushing a bill that would reform the Pell Grant program to better fit the needs of the 21st century students. Specifically, it would boost buying power so Pell Grants cover the average cost of in-state tuition at a 4-year public university. It also increased flexibility so grants could be used year-round, including summer quarters. My bill would also stop congressional game playing by changing the funding from discretionary to mandatory funding, while also increasing Pell Grants for students far below the poverty line. I want to help students pursue their careers and pursue careers that inspire them. And that's why I'm fighting for Pell Grants. It's time we once again give folks a shot at an affordable education. So thanks for the question, and again, thanks for watching.